Hello there, I am Capitan, and today you're coming with me on a culinary journey to Yosemite, California. Welcome to Nutrition with Veggie. As I drove into Tunnel View and arrived at Yosemite Valley, I was so looking forward to leaving the business of the city, filling my lungs with fresh air and my mind with new adventures. Here's a glimpse of the start of my journey into the valley, overlooking Capitan, Half Dome, Yosemite Falls, and the wilderness surrounding me. As I drove into the valley, I could see all these rock formations and waterfalls pouring into the valley, forming a river streaming down the mountain. When I arrived at my destination, my campsite was empty. But soon, a little friendly curious squirrel came to talk to me. He wanted food, of course, as did I. Before starting to cook, I decided to do yoga and ground myself in the upcoming adventure. It's easy to let the present moment go when you're busy worrying about the future or reminiscing about the past. After stretching, I went on to build a fire. As the fire was burning, I realized my friendly squirrel was already having its dinner. I was so hungry after driving all day, so I thought it would be nice to have a plant-based sausage cooked over the fire. For my vegetables and added fiber, I threw a zucchini squash on the grill. I finished with a cup of tea and a book. One of my favorite things about Yosemite is that you can see the Milky Way and feel very small and humbled at the same time. The next morning, I woke up with the sun shining on my tent. I meditated, felt grateful, and went on with my day. Outside, I noticed a deer family around my campsite, foraging for their morning breakfast. I started my day with black tea and some food prep for breakfast. I wanted something simple yet tasty, so I decided to make skewers. I began by draining and cutting tofu into cubes, then removing the seeds and stem from a bell pepper and slicing it into larger pieces. While cooking, I couldn't help but notice how beautiful everything was. The sun shining through the trees, the perfect temperature, and the peace I felt inside. I had brought pre-washed and cut broccoli from home, so I simply took it out of the bag and started assembling the skewer. It's a wonderful combination of carbohydrates, protein, and diverse nutrients from these colorful and delicious veggies. To finish, I added a drizzle of olive oil, which would help with cooking, give it a nice brown color, and add flavor and texture. I placed the skewers on the fire, cooking both sides until golden brown. I also had a plant-based sausage on the fire. Finally, it was time to eat the skewers. Using a rag, I slid the vegetables off onto the board to season and eat them. For dessert, or something close to it, I decided on corn on the cob. It's one of my favorite campfire foods. Coincidentally, this one had a little insect munching on the cob from the inside. It cooks thoroughly inside, retaining all its juices. After eating part of the corn and packing the rest, I gathered all my belongings, gave thanks for this wonderful experience, and walked back to my car. I left Yosemite with my lungs full of fresh air, my eyes filled with beauty, my heart full of hope for the planet, and my belly full of delicious food. Until next time!